designed by the United Nations to meet the Sustainable Development Goals. We are in an era where digital transformation is shaping every aspect of our lives, from education and business to healthcare and governance. But for transformation to be truly impactful, it must be inclusive. Everyone, irrespective of gender, whether in the urban, peri-urban or rural communities, must have access to the opportunities that digital innovation brings. Here in KTU, we have seen firsthand how technology can open doors for students and young entrepreneurs through the development of e-voting system, solar traffic lights, and education management system. Furthermore, through our project works, hackathon, and community outreach, we continue to build a culture of creativity and problem solving. Our students are not just learning to code and write theses, they are learning to create solutions for Ghana's future. Chairman, that's myself. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I am particularly encouraged by the focus areas of this event, which we call on all of us, government representatives, academia, private sector actors, civil society innovators, to play our role in building Ghana's digital future. Dialogue with stakeholders in the digital transformation ecosystem is crucial because innovation thrives when we collaborate across sectors and share knowledge. Empowerment and inclusion of digital micro, small, and medium-sized enterprises and women must be a priority because no nation can advance when half of its talent is left behind. And through the master marketplace for digital showcases and innovation exhibits, we create a platform where innovators and innovations are seen, supported, and celebrated. These areas remind us that digital tools should not only serve convenience, but drive development, equality, and sustainability across every corner of our society. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, when we talk about digital innovation, it is important to remember that it goes beyond computers and mobile applications because every sector of our society needs innovation. Technology is transforming the fashion industry by helping designers reach wider markets through e-commerce and digital branding, while also enhancing creativity with 3D design tools and AI digital branding. While also enhancing creativity, it also improves customer experience through virtual try-ons and personalized recommendation, while smart fabrics and wearables introduce innovation in clothing itself. In mining, innovation can bring safer practices, environmental monitoring, and sustainable extraction methods, ensuring the safety of legal miners while also protecting our ecosystem from harmful impacts. In agriculture and food production, digital tools can improve gari processing through mechanized peeling and solar-powered dryers that help enhance hygiene and efficiency, while in salt production, moisture sensors and automated systems ensure purer, higher quality outputs. Precision agriculture methods like drones for crop mining, crop monitoring, soil sensors, and weather apps help farmers boost yields sustainably. And digital marketplaces can connect them directly to buyers for better profit. Molding packaging, such as vacuum-sealed bags for gari and iodated branded sachets for salt, extends shelf life, improves safety, and makes products more competitive in both local and international markets, because our focus in the 21st century is not only global, it's not only local, but global. In governance, innovation can make stronger digital systems for transparency and delivery. In engineering and manufacturing, new technologies like 3D printing, automation, and artificial intelligence can drive efficiency, reduce costs, and create new opportunities for innovation. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, in the Eastern region, digital can be deployed. Imagine we have electric buses running around Koforidua and its environment, which it will enhance sustainable transformation, reduce carbon emission, and showcase Ghana's capacity in modern vehicular engineering and manufacturing. And I wish the Eastern Regional Minister was here. If we had electric buses all around this place, you realize that we would have gone very fast, and that is where we hope to be. In the hospitality industry and tourism industry, innovation can greatly enhance visitor experiences and promote growth in the Eastern region. Digital booking platforms and mobile apps can make it easier for tourists to find and reserve hotels, restaurants, and cultural sites, while virtual reality tours can showcase attractions like Abetifi Stone Age Park, Buti Falls, Eburi Botanical Gardens, Umbrella Rock, and Akosobo Dam before visitors arrive. Smart hospital technologies such as automated check-ins and energy efficiency systems can improve comfort and sustainability. Additionally, online marketing and social media promotion can increase visibility for local tourist destinations, while modern packaging of local foods such as gari, Tom Brown, Kondo, and cassava dough, as well as crafts and souvenirs, can boost cultural appreciation and create new businesses for communities. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, here in the Eastern region, areas like salt production, gari processing hold enormous potential for digital transformation, from mechanization and quality control to modern packages and online marketing. Alongside these sector-wide opportunities, we are proud to showcase the creativity of the students of Koforidua Technical University through their innovative projects, which are being exhibited. Notable amongst them is the water quality checker system, the rice detection system, a pharmacy management system which ensure co-location of pharmaceutical companies, fault reporting and notification. Anytime your power goes off, who do you talk to? Who do you call to? If you have an app that you can quickly report a fault for ECG to reach you, it will make life much more easier. Solace, a therapy support for anonymous and social platform. Mental health is the issue after COVID-19. People must find a way to reach out with their challenges, and smart agriculture irrigation system helps a lot. This project demonstrates the ingenuity of young innovators and how their solution can directly contribute to solving real problems in Ghana and beyond. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, in order to drive inclusive digital transformation, please allow me to share these few thoughts. We must ensure close collaboration between government, academia, and industry to establish think tanks with experts to drive the innovation. Academia must innovate through research, industry must complement through application, and government must create an enabling environment for growth. We must promote deliberate effort to digitize some of our business processes in government offices, private sector, and marketplaces via efficient payment system and delightful service delivery. We'll have to go forward and train more individuals in emerging digital technologies and AI tools. All of the above efforts must be established with clear timelines to foster efficiency, efficient monitoring, and the push towards a digital society. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, as the head of the Computer Science Department, I take great pride in how far our university has come and its remarkable future. Hosting Ghana Digital and Innovation Week 2005 is more than an event. It is a recognition of the work and the passion and innovation that is happening here. It's a reminder that the Eastern region is not just participating in Ghana's digital future, we are helping to build it. Eastern region sits strategically between the coast and the hinterlands. It is time to apply digital innovation and its tools to harness the full potential in commerce, education, health, and manufacturing. To our students and young innovators here today, I want to say this is your moment. The future belongs to those who dare to create, to question, and to dream beyond limitation. Let your curiosity lead you to solve real problems via retooling and reskilling. The skills you are learning here at KTU can transform your lives, including your own. In conclusion, as we engage in today's dialogue and exhibition, let us remember that digital innovation is not just about technology, it is about its people. It's about creating opportunity, building connection, ensuring that no one is left behind in this digital journey. On behalf of the Vice Chancellor, Professor John Owusu, and the entire management of KTU, I extend our heartfelt gratitude to our organizers and partners, GIZ, and the whole organizing team of the Ghana Digital and Innovation Week 2025, and every participant who has made today's remarkable event possible. We are proud to host you, and even prouder to be part of Ghana's digital transformation story. Like Oliver Twist, we humbly ask for more and look forward to welcoming you again next year for an even greater experience. Together, we continue to drive inclusive digital innovation for our region, for our nation. We focus on total inclusion and for generations yet to come. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Doctor, for this detailed. For those of you who've been in the NGO space for a very long time, we realize that Doctor just gave us a concept note. It came with a clear problem statement, solution well stated. He even gave us an implementation plan. Yeah, so let's give it up to Doctor once again. Dr. Ebenezer Gavua, Head of Computer Science Department. Doc, I will definitely see you for the concept note because I need it. So, yeah, I answer bro for na yeah pen in terminal men kind of sa. The doctor can no. I say when you are to two industries, no, Serenia Basa or can transport or can agric. Or hit on almost every tourism cry. Actually, inquire before where you see digital innovation to make sure say all these industries are all implemented to the few men kind of say full benefit and as will be a benya so fast with men kind of sa. Enti na asem no kan tintin tie nyina ne say why be fa so I use digitalization and innovation na dia ye nyuma and no bo o kan ne brofo bebre no and am kan twa on se twa fo pa. So we are moving on to the next activity. And the next activity is actually another talk, and this talk the topic is building digital capacity for intra-African trade, empowering youth and SMEs for AFCTN capacity building at Intra-Africa Trade Capacity Center. Dr. Jacob Jemfi Edu. Let's give it up to him whilst he mounts the stage with me. Oh, Doctor. All right, Doc, I hand over to you.
Thank you. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Chairman. I like to stand on established protocols, if you permit me, to share a few thoughts with you. I have a disclaimer. I'm not a doctor, which requires, if you like, call it a PhD subject. I'm going to try to talk about, and we've heard it, the future is digital. And I'm saying it has already changed before we even think about it. Every day it is changing. I want to talk about what capacities we will need to be able to confront this future that is constantly changing. Then I will talk a little bit about what that means for entrepreneurship, and then take us into the new big thing about the African Continental Free Trade Area. And the reason why I'm bringing it up is the fact that this is the new future of trade and commerce in Africa. And as we develop competencies to do digital work and innovation, that we should have our eyes on that market. And then I will just briefly talk about what does that mean in terms of real opportunities for businesses and what it takes to get into the market. And then hopefully I will make some suggestions as to the, what we need to do to get ourselves ready. Unfortunately, my speaking guide there is not working, so you will not be able to see what I'm talking about. But I had a slide that actually summarizes how far we have come as, if you like, civilization. Now we talk about the digital world. We call it the fourth industrial revolution. We've already had a number of words, terms that have been used. I just made a list so that you have a sense, just remind ourselves where we are. These days, everything is an app, right? You can have an app for everything. We have 3D printing. We have, now the buzzword every day these days is artificial intelligence. Everything is artificial, right? So that is where the world has gone. And importantly, and maybe to some extent worrying for young people, let me say, and also parents, is the fact that the future, as I said, has changed and keeps changing. So even as we are in school learning, the jobs that we are being trained for are already changing. Recently, they published, the World Economic Forum published what they call the Future of Work report, and it's talking about jobs that are already disappearing. And it's not that bad, as some jobs are disappearing, so new opportunities are opening up. And that is the reason why it is important to be innovative, right? Even in our own lives, because if you are learning accounting, they are telling us that is going to disappear because AI can do accounting. So what else can you do in accounting that AI cannot do? That is the innovation that we should bring about, right? Now, what I hope to do by the end of the day, if you don't remember anything, especially for young people, is the fact that it is important to create your own future in this changing world. Because if you don't, somebody is going to change the future for you. How much time do we all spend watching TikTok? Or spending on what? Snapchat, what do you call it? Our apps, right? This is all what other people have done and engaging us. How much, time, data. And I'm saying, especially for young people and young entrepreneurs, find time, find a way to create a future in that digital space where you benefit. Because otherwise you spend all your hours watching other people's content and they are making money and you are not. So if you don't remember anything at all today, that is what I want us to think about. Now, I have a slide that was showing some of the areas where things have changed and will be changing. But since we don't have it, I'll speak to it. But the most important thing about what the future is looking at in terms of from now until, let's say, 2030, some of the new things that we should be thinking about, we are talking about today: technological skills, AI, big data, networks, technological literacy, right? Now, it's gone from computer literacy when I was learning computer, now to technological literacy, right? Big English, a lot of things in there that we need to be aware of. But importantly, there's also something they call creative thinking, because if machines are going to do the work, what are we going to be doing as humans, right? So it's important that creative thinking is somewhere in there. And the same things appear in, 5 years from now, 2030 and beyond. These are the things that it's not me saying, it's the World Economic, people who are studying the future, pointing to where the world is going. What does it mean for entrepreneurship? It means that entrepreneurship, and we know, a lot of you are already doing marketing online, selling products using your own accounts. So there is already experience about young people who have learned, and especially during the COVID days, COVID forced us to go digital. Lectures, doctors, banks, everybody was forced to go digital because we were in a shutdown mode. But that was, in a way, that was good. We learned to do things differently. But now that's going to be the way we do things. It's going to be part of the way we run businesses. So whatever business you do, you have to think of what is now also called the digital economy, right? So, and there's opportunity there because it means that we are not bound to Koforidua anymore. We are not bound to Ghana anymore. We can go to Namibia sitting in Koforidua, and that's what I want to talk about. So you may have heard about this AFCFTA thing, right? It's, as I call it, a big English, big word, Africa Continental Free Trade Area. What does it do? It creates a market, a big market. It's not just, as I said, not just Koforidua, not just Ghana, the whole of Africa, 54, hopefully 55 countries. In about from 5 years from now, that's the plan. We hope that it will work out that way. But the important thing for you as entrepreneurs or students learning is the fact that that market is huge, 1.4 billion. Ghana's population is what, 30, well, what are we now, 32, 36 million? It's about 14 times, right, the population of Ghana. And importantly, the number that they put around, $3.4 trillion. Now, maybe you are better than me. What does a trillion look like? Write it on your calculator, and if you're a business person, just decide how much of that you'll be looking for, you'll be targeting, right? Because money drives the economy. Money drives your business. So if you want to go to the market, how much money do you want to make out of this number that have been put out there, and you work on it. Now, my point is that there is need for us all, educational institutions, government, NGOs, development partners, to capitalize on this opportunity, to be intentional, because, you know, very often we have these things, we talk about them, we don't do much. So the opportunities come and go. And in fact, other people are already jumping into Ghana, into Africa to position themselves to take advantage of it. So you must be getting ready so that this morning one of the words I heard was inclusion. So that the future we create does not leave anybody behind. It's inclusive, that you are part of it. But you are not going to be part of it just consuming others. I want you to be part of the creators, right? In terms of what we do. I'm not going to talk about this slide, that you can see it. But the important thing about the AFCFTA that is relevant to what we are doing today is because of the importance of the digitalization, the digital economy, recognizing that the world has changed, the world is digital, there is a whole protocol, a whole component of the agreement that focuses on digital trade, right? Which sets out the rules and things that we should be aware of. We are not going to go into that detail now. I'm hoping that this is a conversation that we can start having after this, that what does it mean, this future that we are going in, that AFCFTA, what provisions it provides, right? Also, there is a special provision for women and youth, recognizing the important role that these two categories of, the society play. So, here is the world changing. The world is digital. There is AFCFTA that creates a big market for us, and we are stepping into the market as young people, right? What are the opportunities? A market of 1.4 billion people opens up a lot of opportunities. I heard about creatives, you know, in terms of the shirts, yeah? Like the creative economy, food production, housing, call it textile, tourism, hospitality, a whole range of opportunities that open up. And we have to position ourselves, get ourselves ready to take advantage of it. To take advantage of these opportunities that will be available. And as I said, if you don't, somebody will. And therefore, the other thing that I would like you to take away from today is the fact that, will you be ready if you are not ready today? Will you be ready in 5 years when, by definition, the free market is sort of, we have implemented? We are still working on it. Will you be ready? Will your business be ready? Will your products be able to go into to Togo? I heard my friend from Standards talking about it. These are the reasons why they are here to help us, to make sure that the products you make in Koforidua can go to Kenya. I went to Kenya with him, so I know that they were working with the Kenyan authorities to make sure that products from Ghana, once they certify, can go into Kenya. So things are happening, and I'm challenging you to get ready when that future comes. And that future is going to be digital. There are instruments that help us to trade in the digital environment. Now, there are things that we need to know. Unfortunately, time is up, and you don't see the slides. But to be able to be ready, we need to know different things now, right? We don't even know much about African countries, the geography, the products they need in Namibia from Ghana. So this changes the whole thing that we are getting into. But again, this is an educational institution, so we can get back to that conversation to say, what do we need to know to benefit from the market that we are talking about? And I would like to end on that by pointing out the areas that need attention, right? We need to strengthen our understanding of value chains, for example. If we have palm oil and we just sell it as oil, is that enough? No. If we have shea butter and we just sell it as shea butter, is that enough? No. So there's a lot of things that we will need to learn and to do differently. Let me end here. Sorry about time, and the thing didn't work, so you couldn't follow my presentation, but I hope I've taken you along a little bit. If you have questions, maybe we can answer. We have time to answer them at some point. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Jacob Jemfi Edu. Okay. So thank you very much, Senior Consultant to Partnership and Capacity Building at Intra-African Trade Capacity Center. So we move to the next activity. This was an activity we were supposed to take previously, but because of the exhibition and all that, you couldn't have it. So without wasting much time, I invite Mr. Joseph Doji from Ghana Enterprise Agency to give us a speech from them, which is going to be like 3 minutes, after which we move to the next activity. So let's give it up to him whilst he mounts the stage with me.
Mr. Chairman, distinguished guests, entrepreneurs, professors, all protocols observed, good morning. I am deeply humbled to be invited. I bring you greetings from my regional manager, Mr. Obeng, who was supposed to be here. I'm standing in for him. So I bring you greetings from Ghana Enterprises Agency. I will keep my remarks brief because of time. It is a pleasure to join you at this year's Ghana Digital Innovation Week under the theme, Inclusive Digital Innovation for Growth and Transformation. This theme truly captures what we at the Ghana Enterprises Agency stand for, that is ensuring the innovation and digital opportunities reach every corner of society. Now, across Ghana, MSME forms about 92% of businesses and they contribute 70% to our GDP. Yet, many still face challenges with digital access, affordability, and trust. Through our initiatives such as the Business in a Box project, Women in SME, Persons Living with Disability Enterprise Support, we are working to bridge these gaps, building the digital capacity of entrepreneurs, especially women and those in rural communities. The digital age presents challenges, yes, but it also offers immense opportunities. With the right skills, mindset, and partnership, every business, regardless of the size and location, can benefit from the digital tools to grow and be competitive. Digital tools have become great equalizers. For example, platforms like ChatGPT are helping small businesses draft proposals, design social media content, and even analyze data and tax, something that once required technical expertise and expensive consultants. It shows how innovation can make business easier, faster, and smarter for everyone. But as we embrace it, we must also be vigilant. Across social media, we see a rise in digital fraud, schemes that promises daily trading profits, fake commissions, or instant cash outs. Many of these are scams designed to exploit trust and hope. So as we go digital, let us also make sure we are wise. We have to verify platforms, protect our data, and then educate others. The digital era offers Ghana's MSME an incredible chance to grow, but success will depend on how confident and cautious we are with every step we take forward. So let's remember this. The future is digital, but it starts with the decisions we make today. Let's embrace it, shape it, and make it work for us all. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much, Joseph Doji, for this brief but insightful speech. We move to the next activity. So those of you with the program outline, you can now sync it and you realize we are now back to the actual outline, and that's what we are using henceforth. So we move to the next activity, and this is going to be a provocateur for a session. And this is going to be taken from Alistair Jimate, Corporate Affairs and Foundation Manager at Blue Skies. So let's give it up to Madame Alistair Jimate. Hey, sorry you. Oh, say, I'm sorry. You are welcome. All right.
Mr. Chairman, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good morning. So my name is Jimate. I work for a small business located in Dobronia in Sawam, where we process fresh fruits and fresh fruit products for major supermarkets in Europe. And my responsibility here this morning is not to make us happy. It's to provoke us to think. The psychologists have taught us that when we are comfortable, we always don't think about our circumstances or situations. It is only when we are provoked, when we are not happy about our situation, that we begin to look for alternatives to address issues. The previous speaker spoke about, are we ready? And for me, that's the important thing. We have been told several advantages and disadvantages of digitization. Everybody was afraid when it came to the issue of systems being digitized. But the truth is that it has advantages, disadvantages. We either move with the flow or we are left behind. It is true that in the next 10, 20 years, several professions will disappear. Like my colleague who just spoke said, previous times when you want somebody to draft a business proposal for you, you pay for consultancy. Now you go to ChatGPT, everything is written down clearly for you. If your life is dependent on providing consultancy for business proposals, it means that you either need to review your approach or you are out of business. And that is what has happened to us over the years, where we used to use vehicles like Bedford and the rest. When the system changed and cars were coming with more electronic systems, some of our colleagues decided to remain where they are. And for me, I'm a Bedford mechanic. Who drives Bedford now? And who will bring their Bedfords to your workshop? So it is very, very important that we are ready for the task ahead. What do we need to do? And I'm going to read a few things. The African market, as our after boss has just explained, 55 countries, 1.4 million people. Where do we stand with our SMEs? Where do we stand in our businesses? Are we ready to meet the African market? The president, as we speak now, is in China. I don't know if he's back. But we are hearing that there's been an agreement for free tariff on exports between Ghana and China. It means that a lot of technologies and products will be coming into Ghana. The doors are also widely open for us as Ghanaians to also send our product to China. The question is, are we ready? Are we ready for the market? One of the things that we have missed out is about standard, and I'm happy that somebody has come to speak about the need for us to get the right standards. We process fruits, and a lot of people wonder how we do that. And it interests many people. And it's because from the beginning, there is that clear understanding that we need to meet the demands of the market. In fact, Blue Skies, as we're speaking now, we are the only business in the whole world that supplies fresh cut fruits into Europe every day of the year, from 1st of January to 31st of December. And I thought you were going to give us a round of applause. So it is important for us to have the digital infrastructure, for us to be able to, and when the man from after was speaking, I was thinking carefully about it. People are moving ahead. If you are traveling from Accra to Kumasi, it takes on the average about 6-7 hours. If you are moving from Dakar to Chess, their second largest city, and you are on their high-speed train, it takes you about an hour and a half. And from Chess to Dakar, I think the distance is more than from here to maybe Bole. But you can do that in about 1.5 hours. The difference is because there is proper infrastructure. So whilst we are advocating and we are appealing to our SMEs to adapt and fall in line, I think government also needs to do what is needful by building the right infrastructure. We have so much to talk about, and let me give you some few statistics. The African Continental Free Trade Area, we are told, promises a single market of about 1.4 million people. E-commerce is growing by about 30% currently across Africa. And we are still confused as to the percentage of intra-African trade. 10 years ago, it used to be 4%. When after started, we are hearing 20%. In some areas, you hear 30%. We are not even sure. It is more difficult for us to trade among ourselves as Africans. And that's one of the tragedies of Africa. We have been trying to sell our freshly squeezed juice in Nigeria for the past 10 years. We are still working on the processes. Meanwhile, just in last year, we were able to get business in Denmark and in Greece. And as we speak now, we are supplying almost about 30 tons a day to Denmark and Greece. But our neighboring country here in Nigeria, we are still on the road. So the big question is that, are we ready? Are we ready for the challenges that digitization actually comes with. It is about strategy, structure, and scalability. And a lot has been spoken about this morning. When Blue Sky started, we started with 35 people. Today, we are happy to announce that only in Ghana, we employ 5,025 people working in our factory near Dobro. So don't say my business is too small. You are waiting for some multi-million-dollar funding or grant from US aid, which will never come because our brother Donald Trump has canceled everything. So you need to get ready. And it's right in the corner where you are. So start small. And we believe that we would all get there. Let us brutally be honest. We need to reset our mindset and get ourselves ready for opportunities that digitization is creating. The truth is, we love to post ideas, but systems that comes with it. And for me, that is very, very important. Are we businesses or we are just pitching PowerPoint ideas? When we meet like this, we make very beautiful presentations. But the question is, are we ready to move on to the next level? I know my time is up. But what I want to say this morning is that we need to get ready. The opportunities are enormous. Sometimes when you are hiding in one corner, you don't know the opportunities that are available. It doesn't matter what you are doing and where you find it. The truth is that station is Accra, neither is in Koforidua. Everywhere you find yourself, through the systems of technology, you can do anything. You can be in Asaba and still be selling your product to somebody in Accra, or somebody in Dakar, or somebody in Lagos. So don't say, well, for me, I'm at a Fidiaxi. How will I get my consignment or my fabrics to Europe? It is possible. You can do that. So let's get ourselves, because there is beauty in technology. Take an advantage of it. Trust me, the next 5 years, as has been spoken about, we'll develop new businesses, new ideas that will create opportunity for several people, and this country will become a better place. And the challenges of Lampedusa will become a thing of the past. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Alistair, now MC Kwan, let me share a story now that Alistair is here. Last year, we had him here. I organized a program called the Campus Entrepreneurship Summit. My company, GA Startups Hub, they didn't only sponsor us with fruits. He also came as a keynote speaker. And that goes a long way to tell you that Blue Skies are not only into business, but they are also into corporate social responsibility as well. Let's give him once again a round of applause as you take over.
And in case you don't know, his responsibility here was to provoke us. Yes. It was to ginger us. Sometimes it's not only the positive that keeps us moving, the negatives as well, depending on how you take it. So based on how you took this, I know the future is going to be genuine and it's going to be bigger and better. So with where we've got into, you've seen your energies are going down. And we don't like it that way. And at the whole Ghana, well, we did not crowd performance. If you pay attention to performance and energy, I'm yet to see that one person who can do it better than mommy. And in case you don't know, I've met her at several exhibitions. I don't know if business is still in operations, but I've met her. She's also an entrepreneur. So without wasting much time, ladies and gentlemen, we want to shake you up, bring up your energy. As entrepreneurs, we need the energy to think. In brainstorming, in brainstorming, we need the energy. So without wasting much time, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the Yoruba hitmaker, Mami Akosia Japan. I hand over to you, Mommy.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon. Oh, good afternoon. The youth, are you here? Are you here? I want to hear you clapping. before I do my thing, I'm a very shy person anyway. Aww. I just want to say something briefly. A very good afternoon to the doctors, ministers, youth, everybody here. I love you all. God bless you. I want to talk a little bit about innovation. And we have to direct everything to the youth because they are our future leaders. We can't leave you guys out. And I always say something that anywhere I go to, when I see what we're going to talk about, I love doing something about it. Now let's look at innovation. The I for innovation is idea, the ideas you have. The aim and the purpose for that idea is the I for the innovation. The N, notice, that is paying attention to something. As a youth, you are our future leaders. So whatever you want to do, you see, I brought this fan. And before when we were growing up, we only know that fan was only up there. So then the night, they put a fan on and then later, the standing fan came. And you can't carry the standing fan, you can't carry the standing fan to wherever you go. And then I read something new came, and that's what I'm having now. So wherever I go, I have it with me. You understand? So you have to be paying attention to new things that happen, and you can also come up with something new. The N is newness, the quality of it being new. Will somebody call you from Australia or Japan to tell you that I want some of your fun, or I want some of what you just did? How are you going to make the thing quality? They're all optimistic, hopeful, and confident. This is what I'm giving to the youth today. And that is the O in the innovation. The V, value. We should value what we have. We don't value what we have. So how can we go out there? As our last speaker said, even if you are Choco or wherever you are, your things will be, you realize that somebody will be using your fun or maybe something that you did. Hey, my TikTok or musha channel. I mean, it's something. It's you become very happy and you can create something new. So we have to value it. The A is achievement. The T is train and teach other people what you have. The I, how important is it? The O, observant. And then the N is notion. That is the desire and the uniqueness of it. So with the innovation, this is the meaning that I have with it. So yeah, thank you very much. As I said, I'm a shy person. And I don't think anybody is owing here. Are you owing? O kanukro na kado biya dibi he. O dama obanko efese SS this time. SS. If you know your daughter, your son is going to SS this year, raise your hand. Parents that their children are going, that you know how much you're spending, but you are not even done. And to the car, if you're ready, so you can also go soje. It's my con. Stop and start again. And the youth here, I want people to join me. Come on. 3 of you should join me.
I thought we'll be outstanding. I thought we'll be outstanding. Let's all be outstanding. Let's all be outstanding. And let's shake ourselves.
Come on.
Let's all be outstanding. Let's all be outstanding. Let's all be outstanding. Let's go. Say what, say what? Hey. DJ. know that will not pay. Mike, two. Hello. Go and dance. Two. Hello, two. Hello, two. Hello, two. RJ, let's go. DJ Usika in the Asa Bluetooth speaker.
Thank you very much. God bless you.
Oh, we can do it better. We can do it better for her. That was amazing.
And that's the energy I was talking about. And you mumpuni humpuni. And can you buy and come back so thank you very much, the legendary Mami Akusuya Japan. We really appreciate. I always wanted to ask this question. Me Obano, me my voice nane woman, a man a bobis nana. Mema. And I remember you're Mona me Obasano. Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, so we always need to support the women. I am busy momo. So the next activity is going to be a panel discussion, and without wasting much time, I would want to invite Benis Senor Fesu as the moderator. Yes, we are going to have two separate sessions. Yes, 10 minutes each.
10 minutes each for session. Yes. No, I believe you, can do it in 10 minutes. Thank you, DJ. Kindly raise the mic for us a little. Yes.
Hello. Hello. Can you hear me?
Hello, can you hear me? Okay.
Hello, can you hear me, please? Apart from Akosa Japan, my favorite dancer was a guy in white. Give him a round of applause. My name is Benis. I am a CEO of La Vitesse. La Vitesse is a French word that means speed. We promote, distribute, and market made in Ghana rice brands in Ghana. My concern actually came from Mr. Blue Skies. Now that the ban has been lifted and exports is going to be to and fro, we know that China is going to flood us with a lot of rice. So at La Vitesse, we say be intentional, eat Ghana rice. Let's all say it. Be intentional, eat Ghana rice. This is the time to be very intentional to enter a shop, see Ghana rice and foreign rice, and decide to go for made in Ghana rice. So we'll still push. We'll still push. Even if China floods us with their rice, we will be intentional and we will choose made in Ghana rice brands. Our first discussion, I'm going to invite our panelists because of the challenges we have. This is going to be very brief and very short. I'm going to invite Mr. Derek Awume, founder of Agricon Assurance. Mr. Derek Awume, kindly join us on stage. Take the seat over there. Agricon Assurance.
Derek Awume is actually an alumni from Koforidua Technical University.
Let's give him a round of applause.
His hostel is Animal Kingdom. Now making a lot of money, yeah?
So his work focuses on providing insurance for smallholder farmers. Our next panelist is Mr. Caleb Lomo. Mr. Caleb is a CEO. Kindly give him a round of applause as he walks.
Yeah, there in your shots we have Manche.
CEO and project lead for Green Heart SC.
Yes, he's also a big man.
And then we have Joseph Kwesi Nyamiche. We already have met him. He's the business development manager for the Ekapim Rural Bank. And then we have someone who does coffee from Liberia, Dr. Fortune Agbele. Let's give her a round of applause. She produces coffee from Liberia. So if you are familiar with coffee and how it smells, when you enter restaurants, you enter the lobby. When you go to Mervyn Pick and all that, you see how it smells like coffee. So Dr. Fortune produces coffee. Our conversation is going to be very, very brief. We wanted it to be very detailed, but time constraints and pressure from my MCs. You are very much welcome to this discussion, my dear panelists. Mr. Caleb, I want to start with you. Is it okay to start with you? Please activate his microphone.
Hello. Hello.
Can you speak in?
Hello. Hello.
Yes, we can hear you. Mr. Caleb, your work surrounds producing biochar products for the agribusiness or agricultural sector. In agriculture, we would want to know how can digital agriculture be leveraged to enhance the resilience of food systems or food supply chains against the impacts of big topics like climate change and market volatility and things like that.
Okay, so thank you so much.
You're most welcome.
I think digital agriculture offers a transformational buffer when it comes to food systems in Ghana and Africa. And big data is very important to actually move the needle so that when farmers have data, they are privy to data, and they know what the weather will be in the next few days. It makes agriculture proactive. It makes farmers proactive rather than reactive, so that per data, I was able to tell my farmers that this year, with what we are getting from Nigeria, the rains would get into late October, into early November. So if you want to grow, be mindful about this. And this I started from March because we had data to to actually inform farmers. So once there's data, farmers make data-driven decisions.
Right.
They know what markets need their products.
Right.
Because sometimes the market, the food floods the market, and buyers buy it cheap. But then if they have data, they can make real-time decisions. In fact, let me tell you this quick story. I was in Rwanda, and farmers were asked, what should the government do for them? And I was shocked because these were village farmers.
Right.
They didn't ask for fertilizer. They didn't ask for seeds. They said they need data because they want to know who needs their products.
Exactly.
Once they are done, so they take the products to the right market. So data can transform agriculture really good. And I think that in Ghana, we are doing, like agriculture and co, they are doing well.
Right.
But then there's a gap between the local farmer. There's no equity in data accessibility.
Like having a gap with your company, with Green Heart SC, do you have any specific technology to be able to garner all that you have
Yes, so
expressed?
we do not deal with hard court.
Okay.
So we leverage on technologies from agricultural assurance, farm line, to actually do some of these things for our farmers.
So agricultural assurance. So you help Mr. Caleb to be able to be very efficient. We are very happy that you are collaborating because partnerships are very important. Tell us how you use insurance because these are smallholder farmers. Tell us how you are able to give them the exposure to insurance in your industry.
Yeah, thank you so much. And a good afternoon to everyone. As the MC rightfully said, I'm a former student of KTU. Agricultural assurance started right here in this room when I was in level 100. I stood here to pitch our solution at the maiden edition of the presidential pitch. That was 2019. That is to tell you that every dream you have today is very valid. Never give up on your dream and keep pushing.
Right.
So back to agriculture and our work with insurance.
Yeah.
Ghana's insurance penetration stands at 1.0.
Yes.
When we started our market research, we found out that farmers and Ghanaians in general have lost trust in insurance.
Yes.
Most of us here can attest to the fact that we've been approached by insurance companies, but how many of us have actually bought their insurance product? So it was a lot of hard work, but we realized that to be able to penetrate into the agricultural system, it needed a whole host of ecosystem players to come together. That is why we have partnerships with Green Heart SC.
Right.
We needed partnerships with government to be able to come together for all this to work. So what we did was that we designed products that we don't sell directly to the farmer, but then we embed the insurance onto products and programs that they need.
Right.
So the farmer is buying a bag of seed, a bag of fertilizer, and the insurance product is already embedded into it.
Right.
Now, when the farmer buys this, he has access to data-driven advisory service. He doesn't pay for it. It comes as a result of him buying the insurance product. The good thing about our work is that we have actively moved insurance away from just paying claims to actively protecting and preventing the risks that the farmers, the risk that takes away their hard work.
Right.
So we have developed systems that helps us to predict the weather. We have a pest monitoring system that helps us to predict pest infestations 2 weeks before it spreads out. And we have a CRM. We realize that most of our farmers are not educated like us.
Yes.
And they live in rural communities. They don't have access to internet. They don't have access to smartphones like we here. So we built a CRM where we are able to transmit the data that we receive for our system into local language. So the farmer receives an automated voice call about his insurance premium, about the weather, and it comes as an automated voice call in their various local language. Thereby we bridge the gap between farmer literacy and illiteracy. So it has been hard, but then we believe that with the partnerships that we formed, currently we have profiled over 25,000 smallholder farmers. We have access to over 3.5 million farmers, but because of the capacity of our system, that is why we've only been able to do 25,000 out of the 3.5. But we believe that today we will form partnerships here with the many startups that are here, and we would be able to, onboard the rest of the farmers that we have and make sure that no single smallholder farmer alone suffers just because of one bad weather.
Right. I'm happy you are leveraging on the partnership aspects. When you talk about partnership, definitely you will need money. Partnership doesn't come with money, and that is what brings my question to Mr. Nyamiche. Mr. Nyamiche, you know, smallholder farmers, every agripreneur likes money. We want to take loans. But a lot of banks find it difficult to give out loans to agripreneurs or agricultural value chain players because of the risk of not paying back their loans. What are some of the technologies that Equiapim Rural Bank, or give us one specific, just one policy or something in the digital space that Equiapim Rural Bank has implemented to help smallholder farmers so that the partnership can flow?
Thank you, Bernice, and good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
From Equiapim Rural Bank, I'm sure you know about us already. Let me see by hand if you don't know about Equiapim Rural Bank. Okay, so these are farmers we are dealing with, and this is a bank that operates with the farmers or the small farm holder in mind. So even in our services, in our product design, we have you in mind. Today, the farmer right in the farm can access loans. The farmer right in his farm can pay back his loans. The challenge we had with farmers in particular, especially the small farm holders, is how to assess the loan and difficulty in getting the loans from Equiapim Rural Bank. Right. And that has to do with what we call credit worthiness.
Yeah.
When we talk about credit worthiness, has to do with your credit history. Most of our farmers do not have what we call credit history. Most of them do not have what we call record on financials. So at Equiapim Rural Bank, we have come with what we call digital financing. Today, the farmer does not need to walk to the bank to transact with the bank.
Very good.
Wherever you are, you can bank with Equiapim Rural Bank. So we have come out with what we call the digital banking, the mobile banking, and even the e-commerce space, where we link farmers to suppliers. We link farmers to other customers who are ready to buy their produce. Today, you don't have to carry your produce on your head. You just need to link up through digitalization, and then your produce are bought. So Equiapim Rural Bank has created that platform with all our existing customers and even prospective customers, where we link you up to people who are ready to buy your produce. So if you're a rice producer, you cannot sit here in Koforidua and be looking for people in Accra without going on the internet or even, putting yourself out there for people to know what you are doing.
Yes.
So with you, with the bank, we do what we call that relationship building, where we connect you to people who are ready to buy your produce. Right. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is what we call relationship banking.
Okay.
Today, there's one thing the bank is looking out for, and it's all about relationship.
Yes.
When we talk about relationship, it's all about you having something to do with the bank. We have people in this room who are farmers, who are businesses, and the relationship with the bank. And that is too bad. They would want to wait till the time when they need support from the bank, and that is when they run to the bank. It does not work that way.
It doesn't work that way.
So you start from somewhere.
You have to
build that
somewhere.
relationship by opening an account,
right,
operating that account,
right,
and then having that relationship with the bank.
Thank you very much. Doc, you are more into the e-commerce aspect. You are a business person. You're an agribusiness owner. So I'd like you to tell us a specific digital tool that you would recommend to especially women agripreneurs.
Thank you very much. So I think I want to approach my response embedding it in what we know about women-led businesses.
I'll gently remind you to be to be brief for us.
Exactly. That we know that there's slow adoption to digital transformation among women businesses or women entrepreneurs. And most of them, or let's say all of them in the urban centers have smartphones, and that's a tool that we start with. And so when you come to your business, there are several things you can do with that smartphone, right?
Yes.
And for us at Fortune Coffee, of course, you have your website, and that takes a bit more, but then you can use a lot of the social media platforms that we have here. And that's one thing I would really, how do we call it, encourage women businesses. Because one, of course, we understand that there's that gap in digital literacy when it comes to women entrepreneurs.
Yes.
And a lot of development partners, and GIZ, of course, is offering a lot of these capacity building opportunities.
Yes.
We know that a lot of them don't take advantage of it, but you need to leverage on that.
Definitely.
But another thing you can also do, and which is what I do in Fortune Coffee, I engage young people. Yeah. We have a lot of young people graduate from the universities who are interested in learning and in contributing to work with you. You can engage them as national service personnel. You can engage them as interns. You can engage them as digital assistants. And that's what I do. And with that, I currently have a team of young people, 4 of them, 1 young man as a national service. 3 young women graduate from the university who are interns. And when I sit and I observe how they interact, how to use, they create. We are currently doing a campaign on breast cancer, Coffee on Boobs, for instance, and the event is this Saturday, an online event. And everything, when you go online, all that you see on Coffee on Boobs out there is those young
What's
people.
your website address?
www.myfortunecoffee.com.
Say it slowly.
www.myfortunecoffee.com.
www.myfortune.com.
But more importantly, My Fortune Coffee is what you find on our social media handles. And the young people, we have this coffee. Yes.
My Fortune Coffee.
And we have this conversation this weekend. And all that you see is done by the young people. So leverage on them. They want to learn and they want to support your business.
And I like the way you have fully balanced the gender. 1 male, 3 females. Let's give Fortune Coffee a round of applause. I'm very grateful for the opportunity to interact with you. And I would kindly invite my next panelist to come over. Thank you, Mr. Nyamiche. Thank you, Doc. Thank you, Mr. Caleb Lomo. Let's give them a round of applause. And thank you, Derek, the insurance, the man who gives insurance to smallholder farmers. Thank you. Let's give them a round of applause.
I need you right now. Dear God, if you hear my cry, I'm on my knees, I'm calling. I need you right now. Lord, make up blow. Lord, make up blow. Make up blow.
My next set of panelists are women, and they are into agribusiness. They are all into agribusiness. Lavites is an agribusiness advocate. So anything to do with agribusiness, we are in. And we are very happy to have Miss Bridget Ama Eshen. Bridget is a dynamic social entrepreneur. Bridget, can you please join us on stage?
Round of applause for her.
A round of applause as she comes. She operates under two hats that are enterprises and 1 NGO. Del Soy Ghana is a Ghana-based brand that produces preservative-free soy milk, Sesa Textiles, and the NGO is Thrive Initiative. I'm more interested in that one because that is the way you impact the society. You provide vocational training to people, and I'm very impressed with that. Our next panelist, Madam Rashida Yarega. Rashida, we are happy to see you.
Rashida from Paco Paper.
Rashida is a young woman doing wonders in the agribusiness space. She co-founded Paco Paper Limited that produces paper packages and egg crates. Egg crates. This is what she does. Let's give her a round of applause.
Also a student here at Koforidua Technical University, Procurement Department.
Lovely. We have Priscilla Ayepo. Madam Priscilla, Thank you for coming.
Nutriport.
Joining.
Also a product from Koforidua Technical University Biomedical Engineering Department.
KTU is producing wonderful people.
Yeah.
And we have my own St. Rosa's Old Students Association member. I went to St. Rosa's, proudly a Rosa. And Rosa Ivy Edith Opariyaboa. Rosa, where are you? We all know Ivy, like me. She provided us with breakfast this morning.
Yes, I think she's
An
outside.
assorted breakfast. Ekwek Baby, Tom Brown. I believe she's at her stand. Kindly alert her to come here as we have this discussion. Kindly alert Edith Ivy Opariyaboa for me. She's at the Lexby stand. Please ask her to join us here on stage for the discussion. Ama, Madame Del Soy.
Hi, good afternoon.
Ama, I want you to tell us something briefly about your NGO. I am enjoying how you are impacting other lives, especially with women. I would want you to relate that to digitalization. How do you get these women educated to mix the technology or the digitalization with the enterprises or the things you are teaching them? Briefly tell us something about it.
Okay, thank you very much, Madam Bernice. At Thrive Initiative, what we seek to do is to empower young women and young people to choose skills training. So with us, we just don't empower them through the skills training, but we try to add the digital elements of it.
Right.
So for instance, maybe we are training some young women in, let's say, soy milk production or tie and dye. Apart from the technical skills that we give to them, we go a long way to teach them that, okay, once you're done with the product, how do you present it to the market?
Yes.
Do you have a social media platform?
Yes.
What is the story behind the brand that you want to introduce to the people out there? Because most of the times we speak to people, we engage people, and we get to know they have nice products out there. But how are they pushing the product out there to the people?
Right.
We go to some communities and you see they have different things. We visited this community where they are into cassava and they are converting the cassava into flour.
Right.
But then this flour is just within the community. It's not even, I'm coming from Cape Coast.
Right.
It is not even in some parts of the community. So these were things that we were engaging them. That right now, most of you out here have the phone. You have the different social media platforms, the TikTok, the Instagram, and all that. So why don't you just go on this platform, create an account, and see how you can sell yourself digitally? And there's one thing that I always tell them, not leaving the innovative parts, is that once you have a product out there, put it out there and look at what the others are also doing on the market. That same platform that you go there, you watch things for fun and all that. For instance, you are doing, let's say, plantain chips.
Social media.
Yes, you can just type plantain chips on Instagram or TikTok, and surprisingly, you see people who have different plantain chips packaged in maybe far better packaging products that you have.
Social media.
And this is something that you can learn and then later go back, sit in the corner of your room and then improve on your product or improve on your brand. I also tell them that with digitalization, you can even, there are different, now you don't have to get an exercise book or things like that for bookkeeping. There are different apps that you can use to help you even give receipts to people. There are different bulk messaging apps that you don't have to, let's say, send a text message to Kofi, Amma, Peter. You just send it once and then it goes to people. And these are ways that are going to streamline your line of business. Mostly these women are it's just a one-woman business. So you need to adapt some of these digital platforms or digital tools in order to make the work easier for you. So these are some of the things that we engage these young women.
Thank you very, very much. Interesting. Rashida, your egg crates. When I hear egg crates and that you are producing it here in Ghana, it's very fantastic. I only think of poultry. And when I come to Koforidua, I only know one poultry farmer, Anansi Farms. Anansi Farms has poultry that I buy even when I'm in Accra. So tell me, how are you able to leverage your business digitally with the poultry industry?
Oh, okay. So, Paco Paper, we started with a
Try and give me just something brief.
Okay, so So we leverage on IT technology such as AI and IoTs.
Right.
Yeah. So before that, Paco Paper, our main idea was producing paper packages. But with the help of our faculty advisors, which are KTU here, the teachers, we were able to diversify because the funds we made were not able to support us. So we partnered with poultry farmers, and also we partnered with some of these stakeholders that helped us to start our production. Yes, please.
That's good. Priscilla, I'll come to you, but I would want to speak with my Rosa. Rosa.
Yes.
Lex V,
Yeah.
CEO Lex V.
Yes.
Let's give her a round of applause. Thank you. Rosa, I know you do a lot. I want you to just, you come under various umbrellas, insurance and all that, but you have been able to excel better in the agribusiness space.
Yeah.
How do you use the technology to build your operations and anything that is to do with Lex V enterprise?
Okay, thank you so much for this opportunity. So for Lex V, I'd say we are fortunate to be part of different GIZ programs that has been organized this year. We
Wonderful.
were part of the coaching and mentoring program.
Wonderful.
I'm also a digital champion
Wonderful.
for Eastern region.
Wonderful.
So for us,
wonderful. Let's clap
Yes.
for GIZ. GIZ is doing wonders for agripreneurs.
Yes, yes.
I'm a personal beneficiary of GIZ when it
Yes.
comes to Ignite flagship. So we are grateful. We are very grateful. Keep going. We like it. We enjoy it. Give us more money.
beautiful, yes,
Yes.
we like it. In fact,
Yes.
we love it because of the opportunity that I've brought to
Yes.
us and other women.
Yes.
For example, as a digital champion, I'm not just championing my community. I go beyond my community to other
Fantastic.
communities
Fantastic.
that also do our processing, like the Gary processing. You know
Yes.
that for Eastern region, we are known for Gary processing, but how are they processing it? I was chosen because of the techniques that I use. In our factory, there's no waste structure that we use. We don't waste anything. So because we use the pills for feed, we use the water that is drained for starch, I've been able to mentor about 6 different places, sectors, Yusuteme and all that, Edukrum, women on how to also do the same processing that they are doing, but making sure that there's no waste. That is using the Digital Champion program that I'm using right now. Now, with other tools that we've implemented as a business, now we have a cashless business system in all our marketing sectors.
Right.
We've made sure that everything is going online. We also have set up our websites that people are able to order directly. It makes new customers also come to us, and we get to different notification all the time, people trying to do inquiry on the bigger sector. I would say that doing our website has also given us the export forum. This year alone, we started into export about 4 different countries.
Lovely.
That is because of the digital
Lovely.
technology that we've added as a business.
Lovely.
Thank
Lovely.
you.
Mr. Blue Skies, we are getting ourselves ready. We will get there. We will get there. You inspire us. So thank you. Priscilla, when I saw your profile, I realized you are the kind of person who loves to learn, continuous learning. But it's interesting that you are melanging agribusiness and biomedicine. That's interesting. Please tell us how you do this, the whole melange. Give us something specific so that we can close and go and have something to eat.
Once again, my name is Priscilla Abbas Aipo. I'm a biomedical engineering student and the Chief Operations Officer at Meldak Agro Limited, like you rightly said.
Yes.
So it's very interesting. When I joined KTU, I knew I wanted to be an entrepreneur, just that I didn't know how to start. But being a biomedical engineer, we were taught how to leverage on technologies to solve other problems. Can we use technology to solve healthcare problems?
Yes.
Then definitely we can do same for agriculture.
Yes.
So I think that was what drove me specifically to use the skills I'm learning in the classroom to help our farmers.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you very, very much. Time constraints. It's been an interesting discussion. We are very grateful, and thank you for this opportunity. I would like to ask the audience to ask just one question. Just one. I see a hand over there. Just one.